So yeah, what's up people? Welcome to the video. If you haven't yet, please scroll down and hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Now guys, sorry I'm bringing this to you really late, very short notice, because there's only 2 days left until these are available to mint. And what I am talking about are the sports Rollbots NFTs. These sports Rollbots are for the Rollbit.com casino, and honestly, Rollbots are the most valuable NFTs in terms of pure profit, because these are literally the best NFTs to make money on. I'm not even joking. And the thing is, you can't really question where the money is coming from because it's coming from a casino. You're pretty much a part owner of a casino when you hold one of their Rollbots. So before I get into the details real quick in this video, I would like to say, if you have never been on Rollbit.com or are planning on making an account on Rollbit, I would really appreciate it if you use my referral code on their website. You can use any of my referral codes you want, either the SKT or the SKTS. I mean, you can use this top one too, but it doesn't matter. Use any one of these 3 referral codes. I'd really appreciate it, and be sure to use it within 24 hours of creating your account. But yeah, let's talk about these sports Rollbots for a little bit. So yeah, as I said, these are minting in 2 days. These will be minting at, I believe, 3:30 Eastern time on Friday, at least for the pre-sale, and that is for people that are whitelisted, and they will have 30 minutes to buy, and after that it'll be the public sale, so at like 4 o'clock Eastern time. But more specifically for your own time zones, here's the official time. It is 7:30 p.m. UTC, so you can figure out what time it is for you. But yeah, on to the price. Of course, the whitelisted people are getting it for $1,000, and in terms for the public sale, if you're not whitelisted, the price will start at $2,000, but it will drop, as you can see here, $25 every 10 minutes. So it can drop down to $1,000 if it doesn't sell out by then. But I would highly recommend you guys, if you have the money to put into it, to try to buy at least one, because these NFTs have a lot of utility, more than pretty much any other NFT out there. So yeah, we're just gonna go through a couple of the utilities real quick. Now before we go through these utilities, I will say that I did buy the original V1 Rollbots back in, I think, October of last year. I bought 2 of them, which I can show you one because I still have it. So as you see right here, I have Rollbot 9272. It is the one that I kept, and I get an extra 15% back on the house edge for whatever I gamble. So a lot of these gambling sites, you get a little bit of money back, a little bit of cash back, rollback, whatever they call it on their sites. But on Rollbit.com, you get initially 5% back of the house's edge if you don't have a Rollbot. But if you do have a Rollbot, it can add an extra percentage depending on how rare a specific part of your Rollbot is. So it could range from like an extra 7% or an extra 15%. I think it actually goes up to an extra 20%, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe 30%. But yeah, I can actually unlink this real quick and show you right here. Boom, portfolio. So right now, the original Rollbot V1s are going for a minimum 4,500, which I will talk about that a little bit more later. But since this one is a little bit rarer, it says my suggested price is about 8,000 for what I should technically list it for. But again, I'm not selling this one, and you can see here at the bottom, I can take out a loan for 2,000 if I wanted to, get a quick loan for 7 days, and if I don't pay back the loan, they get to keep my Rollbot. Yeah, but here's the details of this Rollbot. Like I said, this was one of the first ones I minted. I minted a second one, and I ended up selling that one back in December, so I did hold both of them for about 2 months. Again, I was whitelisted for the original V1 Rollbots. I got them both for 500 each, and I sold my other one for, I think, 2,500. So 2,500, and after selling fees, I think I got to keep around 2,300. I believe I withdrew 2,000 and left 300 in to gamble with. But yeah, I'm pretty much already up on my Rollbots just from selling one of them. But that's not where the utility stops, because like I said, you get money back for whatever you gamble. If you stake your Rollbot, which if you saw the stake option, if you stake your Rollbot, you can make a little bit profit back across like pretty much all gambling across the whole website. I forgot exactly what percentage they give back to people, but as you can see up here at the top, it says that I've claimed $143 total and an extra 13,000 Rollbit coins for just staking, which I could have earned a lot more than this, but I don't have mine staked that much. I usually have it linked for the extra money back while gambling, because I do gamble on the site a good amount. But yeah, before I get any more into, you know, my earnings of this, let's go back to the sports Rollbot and why you should buy those on Friday. So yeah, some of the utilities, profit sharing, again, this is in V1. But for this one, Rollbit is coming out with their own sports book. So if you own a sports Rollbot, you will get back a percentage of the earnings for, you know, bets over there. So it says here you get 10% for all sports, and whatever specific sport that your Rollbot that you mint is for, you will get 30% back for that one. The next utility here, you earn ROB, which is their own cryptocurrency. You see it's on the Solana blockchain, and that's exactly what they did for the first V1 Rollbots. So again, like I said, I had 2 Rollbots, and my rarest one actually didn't give as much Rollbit coins as my less rare one. So basically anybody that owned a Rollbot could get anywhere between 100,000 ROB tokens up to 1,000,000 ROB tokens. And at the time, I want to say about 100,000 ROB tokens was worth about $400. Which, yes, you can trade those tokens. You can trade them on DexLab. And then if you had 1,000,000, then that would be about $4,000. So if you had just bought a Rollbot at that time, you literally could have gotten a little bit of your money back just in Rollbit coins, which you use mainly for their lottery system. And I have won a good amount of money thanks to those free airdropped Rollbit coins. But yeah, even if your Rollbot is overall rarer than another one, it's certain features that determine how many Rollbit coins you have. So say ears, for instance. I think that's how it was for V1. If you had rarer ears specifically, then that would determine how much ROB tokens you got. But yeah, back to this, they're going to do the same thing for these sports Rollbots. I think they said they're going to do that in April, so that'll be pretty cool. Also, you see here the next utility is free bets. So you see the range of free bets will be anywhere from $240 up to $12,000 a year. So that's basically up to $1,000 every month in just free sports bets. So if you like betting on sports, you're gonna save a lot of money just in this, and maybe earn a lot of money. And then you have the parlay multipliers. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know exactly what this is, because I don't I don't gamble sports stuff, so I'm sure this has a lot to do with that. Yeah, believe me, Rollbots are some of the most profitable NFTs in the market. Even Faze Banks, I don't know if any of you guys really know who that is, but he's pretty huge, not only in the gaming scene from, you know, way back in the day, but nowadays he is pretty huge in the NFT space. And even Faze Banks had just bought a couple of the V1 Rollbots a couple days ago. I think he bought 7 of them, and he even shouted out the project on his Instagram story. So we're gonna go over here and look at the marketplace for Rollbots right now, and literally like 2-3 days ago, the cheapest Rollbot was, I want to say 2,600, so you know, 2,600. And after Faze Banks, you know, shouted out the project and bought 7 of his own, you see the minimum now is at 4,000. So it jumped up a lot just from his exposure, which I will include the video of him talking about it from his Instagram story, just so you guys can hear his opinion on this and why he thinks that these will blow up or should blow up in the future. And I just want to let you guys in on it. Again, you only have 2 days, and I know 2 days is not a lot of time to get together, you know, anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. But if you have it and you were planning on getting into an NFT project soon anyways, I highly suggest this one. Like I said, I have made back profit and more just from V1, and I definitely feel like V2 is going to pop off as well. And just to show off Faze Banks' Twitter, you see he retweeted a couple of the official Rollbit tweets, and even going into here, I believe, yep, a couple days ago, they tweeted how Banks picked up 7, and you know, he is stoked to be on board. But yeah, again, I will show you guys some clips from his Instagram and why it would be a great idea to go in on this project. If you haven't yet, please scroll down, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, talk to you guys later.
So I've known these Rollbot guys for a while now, right? These guys are in charge of and own the online casino Rollbit. Big competitor to Stake and Rollbit, somebody we've worked with in the past. Stake obviously working with fucking Drake now, and Aiden works with Stake, Trainwrecks, all that shit. So I know these guys. I'm very familiar with their product. I know what they're doing, and I kind of looked past the honorary. I get honoraries all the time, whatever. But as of lately, I've been talking to these guys, and man, like this is fucking the way they're moving into NFTs and Web3, like they have no real competition, first of all. And second of all, it's just like, it's inevitable. It's inevitable that NFT Web3 gambling is going to be a multi-billion-dollar market. And these guys are the only ones really doing it. And I haven't seen anyone talk about this. I've seen no real big presence talk about it or shine light to it. These guys have kind of quietly, floated at 5x mint for the last 6 months, which is, again, another great signal. Like I said, these guys already have a product. In full transparency, these guys haven't paid me any money up to this point. I've never worked with them on a macro level. Like I said before, I've actually worked with one of their biggest competitors. But they are launching this sports book. They are doing all that, and I'm very interested in working with them. Full transparency. I don't have a gambling sponsor right now, which is why I can even talk about this shit, which is crazy. Like, I don't know, but the NFT Web3 stuff, like, I'm going to dive into that shit deeper in the next few slides with their site up, kind of how I did with Creeps, and really break it down. Because this kickback shit, this sports bot shit, like, this is a good one. This is a good one. All right, guys, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. But we're just going to dive into what these guys are doing, why I'm especially bullish on just NFT Web3 gambling as a whole, and why we're starting this out with Rollbit, Rollbots, why what they're doing is different, and why I just spent 20 bands on these little fucking robots. So they're launching a sports book. Rollbit, the father company, the casino, is launching a sports book through their sports Rollbots in 3 days, 19 hours. I think that the pre-sale on those is $1,000, same as the sports bots V1 mint. And let's just go into this. So the Rollbots V1, the ones that I just bought, the holders have collectively generated more than $27 million income in only 3 months. So they've done a $27 million kickback to their holders. So that's $2,700 on average per piece. There's 10,000 obviously pieces in the collection. So that's $2,700 kickback. And then these things are sitting at, a 2 ETH floor, whatever it is. So that's like $8,000 in value you're sitting on. So yeah, Rollbot V1 minters winning. Like I said, they minted at $1 or $1,000. So that alone. And they're running it back with the sports bots. I mean, this, like I said, it's as simple as that. I'm a believer in this NFT Web3 thing, clearly, and there's absolutely no reason why a company like Rollbit can't be the leader in this NFT Web3 gambling market. It's gonna be a thing. They have a huge head start. They already have a product. They already have the NFT loot boxes, their marketplace, their collateralized loans. Deposit bonuses, profit sharing. I'm going to, like I said, link this. Go and look into this, especially if you're thinking about buying one or you've already bought one. You're already a holder. I predict that every crypto casino in the market is going to lean into this. They're going to launch some kind of token or some kind of NFT with utility for their casinos as well. It just so happens that Rollbit is, has a crazy head start. So we're taking big bets on them. I think this one's going to be a fucking crazy winner, and I think sports Rollbots, obviously, super in line with all that shit. Stoked on this one. Yeah, thought I'd let you guys know.